Today we're in Orange Beach, Alabama, Orange Beach Gulf Shores area. We're at San Roque Marina. It's a new marina down here close to the Perdido Bridge. It's a beautiful place down here. And we're with Captain Dan Ratliff of the Shirley R. It's a charter boat down here. And this is a fine boat. This is a 30-foot boat. Is that right, Dan?
Yes.
And this boat is a good family-sized boat to go out on. And we're going to go out there today and see if we can't catch some kind of good fish on the bottom, or maybe trolling, or whatever. What do you think?
Our main goal today is going to be bottom fishing. It's going to be snapper, grouper, triggerfish, but mainly reef fish. We've got, once again, the weather is not exactly cooperating, so we've got, I play by Mother Nature's rules, and hopefully we'll be able to get out to the fish and make something happen. We'll be trying some pretty interesting techniques today, and things that just about anybody can do to catch a fish. If they fish public structure or places where there's a lot of pressure, some of the things we'll show you today will maybe give them an edge. So hopefully we'll get out there and get some fish and have a good time.
You heard that. He's going to tell us some secrets about fishing in the salt water. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Told you we'd be trying some interesting techniques. We're going to be using pretty much our standard rig for bottom fishing out there. Single hook rig. This right here is a 3/0 reel, 6-foot fiberglass rod, and we've got about a 3-foot 50-pound leader, number 4 all eagle claw hook, and I believe that's probably a 2 or a 3-ounce egg sinker. That egg sinker's floating on that line up above there. What happens is you drop that to the bottom, that egg sinker might be 12, 15 feet down the line, which leaves that bait up in the water. A lot of folks, when they consider bottom fishing, sometimes we'll use 2 hook rigs, which have a dropper lead on it, and the hooks are actually tied to the leader, so they don't float up and down. What this rig right here does is it actually gives the fish time to take a bait, eat it, and feel nothing. It won't feel that way. Now, when you're holding this, most of the time our recommendation on these is to wait until the fish pulls you. Don't go for a nibble. Wait until the fish pulls you.
That's kind of like a Carolina rig for bass fishing.
Exactly. It's a lot like Carolina rig. We've even got a purple worm for you to put on there.
Okay.
All right. Along the same line, today I told you the weather wasn't exactly cooperating. We're going to be on some structure that's seen a lot of fishermen. A lot of other guys have tried to catch fish here. Some have success, some don't. When a fish has seen a lot of fishermen and a lot of action, then they get to know the game plan. They see those weights come up, they see the weights go down, and a lot of times I'll pull up on a reef, and on the bottom machine I'll see the fish all over the top of the reef. When the first weight hits the bottom, I'll see the bigger fish scatter. And we'll hold up over a reef, and before too long, my customers might talk about fish swimming around the back of the boat. Those are the bigger fish that have watched this happen 100, 1,000 times. So they know the game plan, and they're gonna get out of the way. Well, what we have figured out is that you may not necessarily need to put something down right on the reef. This rig right here is called a bumper rig. All it is just a little 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce weight and a 4/0 hook, and that's it. And what we'll do is when we settle in on a reef, we'll put on a bait on this and we'll throw it way out behind the boat, and it'll slowly drift down. And hopefully, well, experience says that we've got the heavy tackle here. It's set up for your big fish. It's set up for serious work. My bet is your biggest fish is going to come off of this rod right here because they know the play. And pretty much the way you rig these fish has a lot to do with how they're going to act down there. I'm hooking that fish in what we call the shoulder, right behind the head. And I'm going to have you drop that bait fish down about, probably about 20, 30 feet. Those snapper up pretty good off the top of the reef. That ought to be good, just leave him right there. And then kind of hold your rod up a little bit. And when you feel a fish take it, let him take you down and then set the hook and you're on.
I can see them down in the water.
Yeah, well, when we pull up over a reef like this, Sometimes we'll put out a chum bag, sometimes we won't. But a lot of the time, what they're going to do is they're going to come up to see us.
Come up and take a look.
These fish are in a natural chain, and what we've done is we've just put a bait down there that's perfect eating size. And the main reason it looks so attractive to them is that they've already eaten everything else. All right. There you go, Larry. Tell you what, got you there. Hey. Looks like another red snapper.
I believe this one's gonna be red. Oh man, what a fish.
A lot of times, your bigger fish are going to hold up high on the reef because they're the ones doing most of the eating. If you're a smaller snapper with big snapper around, you kind of get a little nervous when the feeding starts. So you kind of need to get back down there where it's safe, down there by the reef. So if we're up fishing pretty high up, then we're going to generally get a better quality of fish.
Oh, well, this shows us some quality in these.
All right. Believe we got one. There you go, Larry.
We got another bite, huh?
Believe we got another bite.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got another snapper here. This may be not a legal size one.
Well,
but they all got to eat.
Yes, they do. Now I'm over here fishing for triggerfish. The way you fish for triggerfish, whole lot different. You notice with these snapper, we've been letting them eat and waiting for them to take the bait all the way down. Well, these triggerfish will nibble. They're bad about nibbling. And so what you want to do with the triggerfish is you want to set the hook as soon as you feel them.
Oh! Don't take long.
Going to luck. And folks, he threw one triggerfish off of there, but
I had two on there. Now, this is pretty dangerous fish here.
This fish right here, triggerfish. And Larry mentioned that he was dangerous. I don't know if you can get a good shot of those teeth. He's got teeth on him that are made, they actually eat barnacles and crustacea off the bottom. So those teeth are made for grabbing and tearing. And these fish, when they do eat, set that hook. Oh, go. And the reason they call them a trigger fish is this front dorsal. I cannot push that down. But if I hit its trigger right there, it comes right on down. So, and these fish are under a 12-inch size limit. And I believe, yep, both of these are legal fish. So they're, and this one, Larry got lucky on him. There we go. Look at those teeth. Oh,
now they can bite your finger off, can't they, Dan?
As a matter of fact,
I mean, seriously, they can bite your finger off.
I took, during my early years chartering, I ran a dive trip out here, and I pulled up over a reef, and I let the divers out over the side of the boat, and it took them about 10 seconds to be back up top, clambering into the boat, because there were triggerfish on there. And that dive master had a run-in with triggerfish and pulled up his neoprene suit and showed me a bunch of pock marks where he had gotten down there and aggravated the triggerfish, and they swarmed on him kind of like a school of piranhas. So I learned something about triggerfish that I didn't know before. Larry's going to try and get us 2 triggerfish in one drop this time. The professional method. Believe it might have, oh!
Nope, just got one.
What happened? All right. Well, we got on to our triggerfish.
Buddy, we did
That's
that. That tickled me. I'm gonna tell you right now, we have had a time out here with Captain Dan on the Shirley R in Orange Beach. We have caught all kind of stuff out here. I caught my first cobia out here, and this is not even cobia season. This man knows his stuff. We've had a wonderful time, and if you want to come out here and have a good time fishing in the fall or in the spring or any time, he tells me these fish, the cobia bite better in the spring, but there's still some out here now maybe. So we got that. We got some nice red snapper. this has been a fantastic day. The weather's kind of rough, the waves are rough, the wind's blowing. This is the kind of day I wouldn't think anybody'd really be able to go out. But I guess if you know how to fish, you can catch them in any kind of weather. So it's the Shirley R in Orange Beach at Sand Rock Key, and this is Captain Dan Ratliff, and he is a super captain. If you want to have a good time, come out here and give this a try.